And ever since my back injury, I stopped deadlifting. And today, I'm getting back into them. I'm going to see how strong I am and what I can do without hurting myself. Ever since my injury, I've been cautious. The fear of re-injury and the challenge of starting over has been daunting, but it's time to face the fear.
Okay, let's go through this one more time. Back straight, core engaged, lift with the legs, start light, listen to my body.
So I need to head out. I need to go see my sister. She's not feeling very well. Didn't get to do the rest of my workout. But the deadlifts, though, they were good. They were great. Gotta make sure I have everything. I didn't feel any pain, which is good. Hopefully, I don't wake up with any pain either. So we're gonna see about that tomorrow, and then continue on. I think deadlifts is good for just today. Like I wish I could have done the rest of my workout, but you know, family comes first. Those deadlifts were feeling pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie. It was nice to get back into the hang of things. It took me a couple reps. I honestly, for the first set that I did, I mixed up the traditional deadlift and the sumo deadlift. I like did a variation of both, and I was like, well, this doesn't feel right. It felt good, but it doesn't feel right. And then I realized like, oh, I gotta close my legs. Like I could have done sumo for sure, but I just want to do one movement, get good at that one, and then focus on the other one.
So my sister's fine. She's okay. She just had to go to the emergency room or something. Not emergency room. It wasn't that serious. I don't know where she went exactly, but she's good. And to continue on with this video, I'm going to be making myself some breakfast and showing you what I've been eating the last day or two. Because it has been helping. Unfortunately, the volume of the food is not very high, so I end up being slightly hungry still, which is something I have to manage around and kind of fix around. So, first meal is going to be some chicken nuggets, some bites, and a double scoop of protein shake. You see these? This right here is 160 calories for 84 grams. And for 84 grams, which is 3 ounces, we're getting 16 grams of protein, which is fantastic. Now, if I have roughly 3 servings, that's a lot of protein. Let's do the math here. That'd be 32. That'd be 40, over 45 grams of protein right there, like 47. Plus my double scoop of protein shake, which one scoop of protein shake is more than the typical amount of protein. Yeah. I get like 26 grams of protein, which is, slightly more than the 25 normal standard, which is great. And that means I'm getting slightly more protein, which means that this plus that's going to be 100 grams of protein plus a chocolate milk if I have any left. And that's putting me basically at 100 grams of protein, if not very close to it, first thing in the morning. And I definitely encourage you to do this. Now, fresh is always better, but it's pretty quick and easy to make. I put this on the air fryer for about 10 minutes. While this is cooking, I make myself my double scoop protein shake. Yes, the double scoop. The reason I get double scoop is because, I need to consume more protein in my diet, you know, and the best way to do that is to double up on the amount of protein. Like, I'm already drinking it. What's one extra scoop with some more water or milk, whatever it is? Like, it's just going to help. Sure, it might take you a little bit longer to drink it, but like, you'll be fine. So that's my go-to first thing in the morning, at least for the last couple of days. That's what I'm doing. Sometimes sometimes I may make myself some eggs, but that only gets me so much protein. It's like, don't get me wrong, eggs are great, they're good for you. The nutrients that are in the eggs are the best thing out there. It's just they're not very high in protein. So sometimes I'll eat them if I'm craving them, but right now I'm not really craving them. I'm getting this, and that's going to be meal number one. Yes, and I do have to clean this. Maybe these. So I'm going to do roughly 200 grams. So 225, right? Let's get the calculator out. So 225, divide that by 84 grams. So we have 2.6 grams, or sorry, servings. We're going to multiply that by the 16 grams of protein. So this alone is getting me 42 grams of protein. Next up, we need a cup of sorts. So I'm going to do this cup right here, which is for my Ninja. And I need 240 milligrams of this chocolate Fairlight milk. And that is going to be roughly somewhere between the 8. That's good enough. Next up, chocolate peanut butter protein. Like I said, 2 scoops, all right? That's 1. That's 2. And this right here is my protein, which is giving us 27 grams of protein right there. As you can see, 120 calories. So 2 scoops, that's a pretty decent amount. And then with this is giving me another 13 grams of protein for just that 1 serving. So let's add that up. Well, actually, I already have it in my account. So, yep, there's that one. And that. So for my breakfast altogether, it is 809 calories, which is a lot for something that is not very voluminous. But I'm getting 109 grams of protein, 24 grams of fat, and 41 grams of carbs. Now, it's not the best way to start your morning, but it is a decent way. Getting that much protein in just one meal, that's amazing. And honestly, I'm going to eat a few more meals throughout the day. So it's just like, I will be fine. They're already prepped. They're good to go. I'm just going to put them in the microwave, and I'm set. You know, so yesterday I had 200 grams of protein. And actually, I had more because my sister called me. I didn't get to come home and eat my last meal, so I stopped by McDonald's and picked something up. Wasn't the best option, but hey, we're trying, we're working on it, and today's a different day, you know? So let's get started. Well, we're already started. We're just waiting on that. Let me blend this up real quick. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing that I like to add to this, and that is frozen berries. All right, I just buy the whatever frozen bag of berries that are at the store. Pour some in there. I don't really count those calories. I mainly use those to add some extra flavor, keep my drink cold, and that's it. And they're also great for antioxidants, which if you don't know what those are, I don't either off the top of my head. It's been a while, but either way, fruits, they're good for you. And they don't add much calories, but they definitely add a little bit of extra flavor in your drink. So give that a try if you've never done it. Now that that's all mixed in, I am good to go. I'm just waiting for my chicken nuggets, which have 50 seconds. And honestly, 800 grams of 800 calories for that first meal. It's a little high, like I said, but it's all right. Yeah, it's just meal number 1. I'm trying to eat like 2,000 calories a day. I'm not trying to eat 2,000 calories a day. It's more like I'm trying to figure out how many calories I should be eating, and I'm trying to adjust accordingly from that. I do want to find a better substitution for this meal, something that's going to give me the same amount of protein as those nuggets with more volume. And honestly, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because with more volume, we need more carbs, proteins, or fats. So basically, and doubling up on another meal and adding it to this one, essentially. Um, I guess I could eat like a salad on the side to keep me full. My girlfriend's been making some really good salads, so I guess um, that could be an option. I'm not sure about the calories from the dressing that she uses. I don't think it's very high, but I think that is the best next option. So that can be like my snack in between. So like this meal and the next meal. If I'm really hungry, I can just eat that real quick. Just kind of satiate myself. Like I'm not eating it. Like I would not eat the salad to replace a meal. I would eat the salad to get me to the next meal. The salads don't have much calories. Salads are not meals, they are sides. That is my personal opinion. You can say whatever you want about them, but I mean, salads, other than micronutrients, they don't have much macronutrients. And the difference is vitamins and minerals versus carbs, proteins, and fats. So you might have some calories, but not that much, which is one of the reasons why I think it would be a great addition. So I might have to talk to her about that and see what we can do, because she makes some really great salads, and I've tried making them on my own. They do not come out that great. So yeah, these things are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat those. So one more thing that I like to do is, since I'm eating some chicken nuggets, I like to have some kind of buffalo sauce. This is like 15 calories. I'm not really counting it. I'm not putting it on a lot on my little plate here. And I just basically dip it like if it's, honestly, it's a replacement for going to McDonald's and getting chicken nuggets. This is an equivalent. It's not as good, but then again, this is higher in protein, better overall. So I mean, it does the job. I get to trick my brain to eating something that I like already, because who doesn't like chicken nuggets? Let's be honest. They're fucking great. So there's this, there's that. And yeah, so this may not be the best combination, let's be honest, but I'll be all right. It's not the end of the world. It might be the end of the world for the toilet, but not the end of my world. It got real dark in here, and like it's about to start raining, but it is time for meal number 2, and let's see what we got. So I have a couple options. Eat my Korean popcorn chicken with white rice. Second option is going to be some burritos. So it's just one burrito versus this whole thing. They're roughly around the same calorie and protein amounts. Third option is going to be, I don't want to get it out, but it is going to be a copycat of the McChicken. All right. I feel like 2 of the 3 options are better than this, but how much time do I have, right? Yeah, that's a real question right now. What's going to get me full? Because I'm slowly getting hungrier and hungrier, like I normally do when I go out and get Chipotle or get McDonald's or whatnot. But I think this might be my best option. I wish I made this with fried rice instead of just regular plain white rice. There's like no flavor. I'm gonna save this for later. That would be like a late night snack or something. Because I think my girlfriend is gonna be making some steaks today, and that's gonna get me like a good amount of protein just from the steak. So I'm gonna go with this, and I'll have to look it up again, but I believe this is around like 45 grams of protein. This is kind of rounded. I'm not gonna lie. We portioned everything, we weighed everything, but it's just not everything was counted as far as the sauces and the small nuances. So this is just like an estimated amount, which is fine. We're still in early stages. Once we get closer to losing more and more weight, we'll be a little bit more strict. But right now, I'm trying to gauge, and like I want to gauge what tastes good and what doesn't by the way it is made, and see if I can adjust it myself. Who is messaging me? And see if I can adjust it myself to either make it taste better, have more protein, have more flavor. I don't know what the case may be, but I'm taking other people's recipes and trying them out as they are. And there is going to be some discrepancies, because I'm not sure of the ingredients that they use. They just have add this, add that, and this. So they might be using a different type of chicken than I am. Oh, excuse me. The sauces that they use, the rice they use, it's all going to be different. So it's going to be a difference of some calories. Unlike the In-N-Out burger and the other thing that I made from that book the other day, that was way off. Way off. This I got from a couple of TikTok videos. They're pretty close, very close. But damn, from that booklet that my girlfriend bought, man, those were like 20 grams of protein off, if not. Like, so I'm not sure if I just missed something or what, but man, those were really off. So I'm gonna make this meal number 2 and put in the tracker. So that's going to go in there for about 8 minutes. And while that is doing that, let's see. I should have it logged on here already from yesterday, so I just kind of copy it over. Let's see. Do we have it? Yeah, so yesterday I have that it is 372 calories with 45 grams of protein, 38 grams of carbs, and 4.5 grams of fat. Again, this might be a little different. And that's okay. As my main concern is right now getting as accurate as possible with the protein. And that's honestly what I was weighing mostly. So let's add that. Where is it? Let's add that. All right, here we go. So right now, so far for today, I am looking at, come on. I'm still trying to get used to this new app that I got, the Lose It app. Don't know how to use it. But I kind of like it better. I kind of hate it more. It's a give and take from MyFitnessPal. I've only ever used MyFitnessPal, but this one is no ads. I can scan stuff. But the downside about scanning stuff, it is when I try to scan a barcode, it doesn't scan the barcode, or it doesn't find it, or it thinks it's something else. I was trying to scan my protein powder the other day, and it said it was like a jar of peanut butter. Sure, there's peanut butter in it, but like, how did you just think that it was a jar of peanut butter? But so far, I'm at 154 grams of protein, 28 grams of fat, and 80 grams of carbs. And this is only the second meal, So when I get to the third meal, which is probably and hopefully going to be the steak, if not the burrito, I'm adding another. If I have the burrito, it's gonna be roughly like 30 to 40 grams of protein, somewhere around there. And then the steak, I'm sure I'm gonna have it at some point, which is probably gonna be another 40 grams of protein, give or take. I gotta weigh out the steaks or so, but I mean it's a pretty decent sized steak. So I'm excited for that. And either way, I'll be at over 200 grams of protein by the end of the day. And we're solid. We're good. This is a good trend so far. I'm getting enough protein. I'm cutting back on my carbs. I haven't weighed myself. I said I was going to weigh myself this morning, and I never did. Just kind of got lost in work because I do work from home, and so like I try to go in and out whenever I can. But yeah, I completely forgot that. It just went over my head. So here we go. The popcorn chicken. Yeah, I need I made this other type of Korean chicken or something, barbecue. I don't know what it was, but it had fried rice and some other kind of chicken, but it was way better tasting than this. And I think it took a little bit extra time to prep, but I think that one's going to be a better alternative than this just because of the rice. I mean, I didn't add anything to this rice. I just cooked it and that was it. It took 5 minutes to cook. It's not bad. It will get me through the day. But
all right, this is the second time that I get to record the same thing because the first time the files were corrupted. I don't know what happened there, but so I actually ended up leaving my house yesterday because I had some kind of emergency at my rental property. So I wasn't able to have the steaks, at least not when I thought I was going to. My girlfriend was able to make some burgers. The burgers were actually something that we made a couple days ago. Not sure about the calories, the macros, because the patties, she bought pre-made patties, and then she remade them and added more leaner protein, if I'm not mistaken, meat, whatever, I don't know. Regardless, she remade them with more ingredients and whatnot. So I'm not sure how much protein I actually ended up getting from those patties, but I'm assuming it was around 25 grams. You know, it's still delicious, don't get me wrong. Ooh, excuse me. So that would put me around like 175 grams of protein for the day. And then once I got home from the gym, she had this steak ready for me to eat. It was fantastic. It was so good. It was delicious. I'll post a picture of that like here somewhere if I remember how to do it. But I'm not sure how much protein the steak was going to have, but it was a pretty decent sized steak. I'm assuming above like 8 ounces. I could be mistaken, but I'm gonna say that's gonna put me closer to like 215 grams of protein throughout the day. Over, if I'm not, like with considering everything else, definitely over 200 grams of protein, like without a doubt. And it is insane that the foods that I'm eating and the last couple of days, it's been easier to eat because the meals are pretty much ready to eat. You know, we microwave them, maybe we do a little bit of extra prep, but they're ready to eat. And it's easier to consume higher quality of protein because it's just like, it's better. Like normally my meals are a pound of ground beef in a sitting, but I'm still hungry. And now it's like, I'm still hungry after I eat, but it's now more manageable because as before I was making everything on the fly. Now it's just like, all right, I'm able to eat it just right there and then. Maybe wait 5 minutes at most for the microwave to heat it up, depending on what it is. Usually it's less, but hey, that's what it is. You know, the first meal that I have lately it's close to 100 grams of protein. You know, the chicken nuggets, the double scoop protein shake, you know, the chocolate milk. It's delicious. It's good right there. And yeah, man, it's fantastic. Definitely consider your meal prepping, getting quality protein. And right now, my main concern is not the calories themselves. Like, sure, I'm still trying to shoot for a certain amount of calories, but I'm trying to figure out what meals I like to eat and what I can prep that is delicious enough that I can modify to either make it with more protein, less carbs, less fat, or more delicious, you know, whatever the case may be. It's just like I'm trying to find the meals that are going to be easy for me to eat in the long term, because it's like the more consistently that you eat the same things every single day, the easier things are going to be, you know. And sure, they may get boring from time to time, which is why I'm trying to figure out the variety, right? Like, here's what I can eat this week, next week. And instead of trying to figure out the day of, like, today's Wednesday, and you might be watching this on a different day, but for me, today is Wednesday, which means that we're going to be meal prepping today using some of the chicken up, and we're going to reload up on some of the meals. So, like, we still have a few of them that we still need to go through. But now introducing another palette of meals gives us a second option of things that we can eat. We definitely have to go through everything no matter what. I actually just ended up ordering some date dots. If you don't know what date dots are, they're something that a lot of restaurants use. When I used to work for Cane's, they had the little things, and we had it marked down like, when was this prepped, what time, what day, morning shift, second shift, you know, whatever the case may be. And I want to use the same concept, but for the meal preps, I want to put down what meal it is so it's easier for me to look at, when it was prepped, and I think it's basically about it. Maybe the macros in there, maybe not, I don't know. But essentially, there might come a time where I don't want to eat this meal, you know? And let's say it's now a week old. I might either have the option of throwing it away or eating it so it doesn't go bad and doesn't go to waste, you know? But if it's 2 weeks old, now I know, all right, we fucked up. We let this get 2 weeks old. Why didn't we eat this? All right, was it not good? Let's not make this again, you know? So, or let's make less, or maybe, I don't know, whatever the case may be, you know? It's going to help us be more accountable as to the meals that we're eating, and just make it easier, you know? So we're not forgetting about a meal for 2 weeks. So luckily we have not run into that issue. Well, I guess kind of we have. My girlfriend just reminded me that we have some chicken, and I don't know if the chicken that we have in there was from this past weekend, which if it is, it's still good. But if it's from a few more days ago, then it's not good. And her and I are like, she's saying the chicken in the container is not new. It's from before this weekend. And I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure everything in there is like from this weekend. And so now we don't know when we got this chicken, because we bought a lot of chicken this past weekend and we made a lot of food, but there was still chicken left over. So using those date dots is going to help us take accountability. All right, this chicken was purchased on this day. This is how much protein it contains. This is how much whatever. And we can easily look at it and then freeze it if we need to, use it if we need to. And it's going to be better overall. So we're not wasting food. Because there's honestly been times where I've unfortunately wasted food, mainly because I didn't want to make it and then I completely forget about it. Then it's garbage. So, but that was a different time period. So now it's just going to be, it should be a lot easier, ideally. It won't solve our issues 100%, but it will increase our efficiency by a little bit. And by efficiency, I mean just like making sure that we're throwing stuff away. Actually, making sure that we don't throw stuff away when they're still good. Obviously, if it smells bad, definitely throw it away. But anyways, thank you for watching. That is what I eat basically in a day. Actually, the burger was not something that I eat on a normal day. It might be, but we actually made some McChickens alternatives. They're pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. They're all right. They're not 100% tasting like McDonald's, but they're more protein. They're a better alternative overall, and that has like 40 grams of protein. So I wish I knew what the burgers was from yesterday, but if I had the burger, the McChicken alternative yesterday instead of whatever we had, I would know that I had 40 grams of protein, and that would put me at 190 plus the steak. That would put me at like 140. I don't know exactly, but it would be a lot higher than 215 for sure. So, yeah. It's easy. It's easy to get your protein in when you just have your meals ready. Yeah. Sometimes you have to force feed yourself to kind of build up that space in your stomach and your metabolism just a little bit, but it is what it is. All right. Again, make sure you click one of these videos in my face or something. Leave a comment down below what you thought about my meal. So if you have a recipe that you think I should try, leave a comment down below. Let me know what it is. Direct me. I'm definitely open to trying other things. The only thing that I'm not open to is seafood. I know seafood has a lot of great nutrients. I've tried to get into wanting to like seafood, and there are times where I would eat seafood. It's just like I don't like it. Like I'll eat it for sure. It's just not my like. At one point when I found out that fish related seafood stuff was good for you, I was trying to force myself to eat it. Yeah, no, I was trying to force myself to like it. Not eat it, but like it by forcing myself to eat it. So it didn't work out for me. So there are a few things that I would eat that is seafood related, but they just have to be made in a specific way that I know that I like it already. But those are very few things, like a handful of things, to be honest. So anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, like the video, and go click on one of these videos to go to the next one. Thank you.